There's something about Scorpio energy that people notice instantly, even when you haven't said a single word. You walk into a room quietly, and somehow the atmosphere changes. People stare longer. Some become nervous. Some become attracted. And others suddenly become defensive for no reason at all. And the strange part, most Scorpios don't even try to do this. It's natural. Because Scorpio energy isn't loud. It's not attention-seeking. It's not desperate to be seen. It's felt. And that's exactly why it becomes unforgettable. In today's video, we're going deep into why people feel Scorpio energy before they even hear your voice, and why this zodiac sign leaves such a powerful emotional impact on everyone they meet. Because whether people love Scorpio, fear Scorpio, or secretly obsess over Scorpio, one thing is certain: they feel you before you even speak. Section 1. Scorpio has a presence most people can't explain. Most zodiac signs communicate through words. Scorpio communicates through energy. That's why people often struggle to explain what they feel around you. They just know something is different. Scorpios carry emotional intensity naturally. Even when you're calm, people sense depth underneath you. And that depth makes others curious. But it also makes insecure people uncomfortable. Because Scorpio energy forces people to feel things they usually hide from themselves. You notice small changes in behavior. You feel fake energy instantly. You can sense when someone is lying, pretending, manipulating, or emotionally disconnected. And people subconsciously know that you can see through them. That's why some people become awkward around Scorpio without understanding why. You expose energy without saying anything. And honestly, that can intimidate people, especially in a world where most people survive by wearing emotional masks. Scorpio sees beyond the mask. Section 2. Why Scorpio silence feels so powerful. One of the most misunderstood things about Scorpio is silence. People think silence means weakness. But Scorpio silence is different. Your silence has emotional weight. When Scorpio becomes quiet, people start overthinking immediately. What are they thinking? Why did their energy change? Did I do something wrong? And this happens because Scorpio energy is emotionally magnetic. People become deeply aware of your emotional presence. Even your distance changes the atmosphere. That's why many Scorpios accidentally become mysterious without trying. You don't reveal everything immediately. You observe first. You study people first. And in a generation where everyone overshares online, Scorpio energy feels rare. Dangerously rare. Because people are not used to emotional depth anymore. They're used to surface-level personalities. But Scorpio energy feels ancient, deep, heavy, intense. And once people experience that intensity, they never fully forget it. Section 3. People secretly feel safe around Scorpio. Here's something most people never admit about Scorpio. Your energy scares people, but it also makes them feel safe. Because real Scorpio energy is protective. You can be intense, yes. But you're also deeply loyal. And people feel that loyalty emotionally. Even strangers can sense when a Scorpio has a good heart underneath the armor. That's why people often open up to Scorpio quickly. Sometimes complete strangers tell Scorpios their deepest secrets. And it confuses Scorpio every single time. But the reason is simple. Your energy feels emotionally real. Not fake. Not forced. Not performative. Real. And in today's world, real energy is becoming harder to find. That's why people become emotionally attached to Scorpio faster than they expect. Because your presence feels different from everyone. else. Section 4. Why weak people fear Scorpio energy. Not everyone reacts positively to Scorpio energy. Some people become jealous instantly. Others become defensive. And some try to compete with Scorpio for absolutely no reason. Why? Because Scorpio energy exposes insecurity. You don't even need to brag. Your confidence is emotional. And emotional confidence is rare. Most people rely on validation from others. But Scorpio often carries quiet self-awareness. Even when you're struggling internally, your energy still feels powerful externally. And insecure people notice that immediately. That's why some people dislike Scorpio before truly knowing them. Your presence alone triggers something inside them. Especially people who hide their true intentions, manipulate others, crave control, fake confidence. Scorpio energy threatens illusion. And illusion-dependent people hate that. Section 5. Scorpio energy is deeply addictive. One thing people rarely talk about. Scorpio energy becomes addictive. Not because Scorpio tries to trap people. But because emotional intensity creates unforgettable memories. People remember the way you looked at them, the way you understood them, the emotional depth of conversations, the mysterious emotional connection. Scorpio doesn't give shallow energy. And once someone experiences emotional depth, surface-level connections stop feeling satisfying. That's why people often return to Scorpio emotionally, even after years. Sometimes they can't explain it. But they feel it. Because Scorpio energy leaves emotional fingerprints on people's souls. Especially when Scorpio truly cared. Section 6. The hidden pain behind Scorpio energy. But here's the part people don't understand. Scorpio's intensity usually comes from pain. Most Scorpios became emotionally powerful because life forced them to evolve emotionally. You learned how to read people because you were betrayed. You learned emotional control because you experienced chaos. You became private because you realized not everyone deserves access to your heart. And that hidden pain creates emotional wisdom. That's why Scorpio energy feels mature even at a young age. You understand darkness, loss, transformation, rebirth, and people can feel that emotional survival energy without you explaining it. That's why Scorpio presence feels so powerful. Because it's not fake confidence. It's earned emotional depth. Final section. Scorpio was never meant to be ordinary. At the end of the day, Scorpio energy was never meant to blend in. You were never designed to be emotionally shallow. You were meant to transform people, awaken people, challenge people, and yes, sometimes intimidate people. Because your energy forces honesty. Even when you say nothing. So if people feel your presence before you even speak, don't apologize for it. That intensity is your power. That emotional depth is your gift. And the people who truly understand Scorpio energy will never forget how you made them feel. If Scorpio energy speaks to you, subscribe now. This channel was made for souls like yours. And tell me in the comments. Have people ever reacted strongly to your energy before you even spoke? Scorpio.